guys, how much Bitcoin here, and I have some really bad news. NiceHash, which is a software service to mine different algorithms and convert them to Bitcoin using different hardware like video cards, it got hacked today, and 4,450 Bitcoins lost. That's $60 million. Now it's a devastating number, and I got lucky. I only lost $170. That's how much I was mining before I got paid for this period, and I'm sure some people lost a lot more than that. So I feel sorry for you guys, and just remember to put your Bitcoins offline and use offline wallets like Treasure.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
850,000 Bitcoins. That's almost 4% of all the Bitcoins that will ever be mined, and they're valued at about $425 million. The catastrophic losses prompted picketing this week outside the company's Tokyo offices.
I had 311 Bitcoins in there, which at the time before this started was worth around $300,000. So it looks like that's disappeared.
Bitcoins were created in 2009 to enable anonymous cross-border transactions without third-party oversight or expensive transaction fees, and their value soared in recent months. Some entrepreneurs even set up ATM-like vending machines to distribute a hard version of the currency. But security concerns and Bitcoin's use in money laundering caught the eye of world regulators.
What's up, everybody? I cannot be my normal self, but if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe, because I still give Bitcoin away every day in every video. Check the comment section. The first person to comment on my video with something other than just their wallet address gets the free Bitcoin. So the first person to comment on the video gets the Bitcoin. From here on out, I'm not doing any more games or anything. But yeah, so I have a story to tell about my endeavor last night. So last night, possibly the worst thing ever. Probably not the worst thing that's ever happened to me, but one of the worst things that's ever happened to me. I'm still sick, especially right now. But last night, okay, let me go ahead and start from the beginning. Don't invest more in crypto than you are willing to lose. And that is, I have done that. Although I have made a lot of Bitcoin this past year. So I might have invested, I would say in total, as of today, I might have invested $400 in Bitcoin. And this is back when it was like $400 a Bitcoin. So I might have had about 0.5 Bitcoin back then. I started with like 0.1. And I buy some every now and then, but basically it's play money, right? After he posted that video, I said, you know what? I want to go split my portfolio. I'm going to put the rest of not the rest of it, but I'm going to buy 1 Bitcoin worth of Dash, because I just feel like Dash is a nice hedge against Bitcoin. With all the drama that's going on, I just feel like it's a nice hedge just in case Dash goes crazy, because the branding is just beautiful. The color blue is so powerful, and people don't realize that. That's why Facebook, everything that's blue always pops. And I just had this feeling like Dash has the girl. So I said, I'm gonna buy me 1 Bitcoin worth of Dash, put my wallet to my Poloniex, send. And then when you send from Ledger, I have 2-factor on my app, and I hit confirm. And after I hit confirm, this red box popped up on my screen on my laptop that said failed send. The Ledger wallet knocked me out of the app. So I had to put my key back, my 4-number key back in. And when I put my 4-number key in, it said create wallet or restore account. So I'm starting to get nervous because, well, I know I I'm thinking like hacked. I'm thinking about, you know, anything. It then said restore wallet. So I click restore wallet because I don't want to create one. I don't want to create a new wallet with this key because I don't want to lose everything. So I go to restore and they ask me for my 24 word recovery. Now I always write down my 24 recovery. I have 24 recovery on Keep Key, my Jacks. I know where all of my recovery keys are. So I know where my one for my ledger is. So I opened up my ledger box and started going through trying to find the paper where I wrote my recovery key at. And I lift up the recovery sheet and it has no words on it. There were no words written on. And at this moment, I said, there's no way I didn't write down my recovery key for my wallet that I got all this. There's no way that I didn't write it down. I couldn't, it just seemed like it seemed like a real life nightmare.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account. Yeah, 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 in my bank account. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7,500 bitcoins on a hard drive that I'd thrown out a few months ago. All the files that I believed I needed were already on my new computer. The drive was in a drawer on its own after an incident with a previous laptop, and I'd thought that I'd taken off everything I needed.
Any hesitation, any moments before you chucked it in with the boxes and the bottles to bring down?
As soon as I put it in the bin at home, I had a second thought, you know, in the back of my mind. You know, you've never thrown a hard drive out before. Why start now? You shouldn't do this, sort of thing. You know, a little demon in the back of my head, sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, I didn't take it out. It stayed in the bin and then came down to the landfill site here with the other bags that I brought. When
did the penny drop that actually what you'd thrown away was worth a fortune?
When I started to hear stories of, you know, the Silk Road shut down and obviously other individuals making their profits and their millions.
So for people who don't understand virtual currencies, they wouldn't have thought it's a problem throwing away a hard drive. But to get your money, you would need that hard drive.
Yeah, there's a specific file on that hard drive called a wallet file, which the Bitcoin is stored in. And without that file, there is no way of getting the money back because there is no central server that records a log of it.
There's absolutely zero chance of finding it?
Basically, yeah. You know, I came down yesterday morning to find out what the process was. I thought that maybe the individual bags may have been sorted and that the actual drive itself may have been, you know, put aside into a, you know, computer waste bin that I could maybe look through. But when I arrived yesterday, they basically told me that anything that goes into the household scrap bin is compressed and buried.
James, I'm sure there's an awful lot of people feeling for you right now. How do you feel stood here?
Well, absolutely devastated, as you can imagine. I just wish I could go back in time and not throw that drive away.
I